I grew up in a family of 5, and I spent most of my time in Mombasa, reading books, watching TV, and there was a lot of church. So it was a very strong community. Everyone knew each other. I think one of the biggest challenges I faced as a child was access to education.
All my life, I've been living in coast of Kenya. So I was born in Kilifi. This is a part of Kenya which is a few miles from Mombasa. Mombasa is a big coastal city. Just being in Kenya for the longest time has been really, really tough, and living in a really financially challenging family is really, really tough. I joined a private school. It's called Bridge International Academies. They help low-income families, kids get good education for not a lot of money.
The founder actually is from New York City, and she had this dream. She wanted to help kids in developing countries who have aspirations and want to do something for the world. I got a call from them, and they were like, "Hey, Joyce, we have an opportunity for you. We want you to apply to a school in the United States."
And I got a chance to apply to Avenues.
Part of being a part of this community and sharing in its mission, and part of the Avenues mission, is that we will share our prosperity with those who need it. And initially through traditional financial aid, which we have done by connecting with this program, the program that brought Peace and Joyce to our community, and in a more innovative and broad-scale way that leaped the walls of our campuses, is how we put it in our mission. And this is exactly that.
I vividly remember the day. It was Sunday. I had come home from church. My mom gets a call, and then she tells me that I've been accepted to Avenues, the World School in New York City.
They just called me one day, and then they were like, the school accepted you and you got in, and Avenues and Bridge decided to work together and got me a host family, and yeah, that's how I ended up in America, which is, it's crazy to think about.
That would mean leaving behind everything I've known my entire life. So my family, my friends, my neighborhood, my community, even my Kenyan food.
I didn't really know exactly how New York was gonna be. I've seen New York in movies and stuff, but when I actually showed up here, a lot of it was different. The school, the building, how classes are ran, the relationship with the teachers was over the top. It was amazing.
Most of the other schools that Bridge students have attended have been boarding schools, so the students have actually lived on campus in the dormitories at school. Whereas because Avenues is a day school, we don't have a boarding component. Peace and Joyce live with homestay families during the school year, and then they just go attend Avenues as day students.
So because of the generosity of Avenues families, Joyce was able to have a homestay experience that was really fulfilling for her in a lot of ways. Joyce is currently, living with Stephanie and Arif and their 3 girls.
It was presented to us by some friends at Avenues that there was a girl who was a senior looking for a home. I think kind of when you have a house full of kids and a dog and you are just managing a million schedules, what's one more kid, especially when it could impact her greatly.
In this family, I have these little girls always looking up to me every morning. They're super excited to see what the first thing I'm gonna say. And it's been really nice. I feel like a big sister now. And they're all such a lovely family, and I like them a lot.
I have 2 host families, and I got Jane and Gus, a lovely family. They've been more than 70% of my life in America, I think.
We were happy to host, thinking kind of temporary, not really knowing what it was, and turned into so far 3 years, 3 years and counting. It's been an adventure.
I never thought in my life I'll ever meet people who don't know me and just spend so much time trying to know me and be a part of their life, like Jen and Gus.
Well, I see a lot of myself in his story. I myself came to the United States to study. It just became apparent that it would be great to help him. We did a lot of work on his performance, academic performance, and his exams. But we just want to be in a better position in terms of when applying for the colleges, that we can actually get something that's will make a difference in his life.
When I first thought of the idea of coming to America, I was like, if I get a chance to go to America, I want to go to college. It's my goal to go around and be able to change people's lives in a way that Jane and Gus have changed mine.
I want to do international business. I want to be that bridging point for my own community and like the rest of the world. Growing up, my dad always told me that I'll be the pride of my community. He's just really glad I've had this experience in America, and to him that means success.
These days, now that a typical four-year institution, a private college, the total cost of attendance is about $75,000 a year. If you're an international student who's not a citizen or permanent resident, you actually don't qualify for any federal funds. Peace and Joyce come, their families in Kenya are not going to be able to afford $75,000 a year for college. They probably actually will not really be able to afford to contribute anything for college at all.
And so if we have an opportunity to be able to support these students in their college journeys, right? Who knows what we are helping them to go on to be able to do.
When we heard that there might be a way to ensure that they can continue their education beyond avenues in the United States with a little bit of support, it seems like closing the circle on our commitment to them as students and on their journey really means making sure that they can stay.
Where else can you get these types of opportunities where everyone is in and everyone is vested in your success? It makes you feel good, puts a smile on your face. It's not often that you can do stuff like this to help someone out.
We have a responsibility to share what it is that we have in whatever ways that we can for the good and for the betterment of someone else.